Hello, a very good afternoon to all our viewers. I am Yatin Mota and you are watching Closing Bell on this live broadcast on Moneycontrol. Obviously, we will talk about the markets and the action which we saw in the March series. Today marks the end of FY24 and from Monday onwards, because this is a truncated week, tomorrow is a public holiday, we will be looking forward to start the April series. Obviously, the March series and the March quarter ended on a high note. We had the benchmark indices which almost were at record levels from the day's high. Obviously, Nifty slipped nearly 200 points, but we managed to close above the 22,300 mark. Nifty gained by nearly 200 points. Sensex also gaining smartly by about 650 points to close at 73,651. Obviously, the Nifty Bank and the mid caps also contributed to the rally, gaining by 0.7%, 0.5% odd respectively. But clearly, the advance decline ratio also was indicating strength, which was nearly 1:1. Sectorally, let's talk about the PSU banking stocks, which gained on an average by nearly 2.5%. Auto, metals also shined in trade today. What was not doing well is the media sector in trade today. But yes, a lot of action in the frontline stocks. Starting with Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv, both of the Bajaj twins gained by over 3%, obviously thanks to the Moneycontrol exclusive, which indicated that Bajaj Finance is planning an IPO at a valuations of nearly $10 billion, and they have engaged with the bankers. And post that Moneycontrol story, we had the stock which gained momentum in trade. Also, we had auto stocks, Hero MotoCorp, Eicher Motors gaining in trade. Both of these stocks saw gain in excess of 2.5–3%. What was not doing well in the market was big boy Reliance Industries. Obviously, yesterday we saw Reliance Industries move by nearly 3.5%. That stock was slightly soft in trade today. Axis Bank, Tech Mahindra and Britannia were the other Nifty losers. But clearly today the stock of the day was Bajaj Finance, strong volume and turnover. ICICI Bank and Infosys also, given the fact that they have a heavy weight on the index, contributed positively to the market move. Obviously, if you talk about the Nifty 50 stocks, VIP Industries gained by nearly 13%. The company yesterday had an analyst meet, post which we saw some momentum in the stock. Obviously, the management spoke about refurbishing the overall strategy, changing the approach toward market share and new product launches, post which I think the investor sentiment was lifted in trade today. Latent View Technologies, Century Textiles and Aegis Chemicals were the other stocks which moved well in the market. Top losing side, we had the stocks like JM Finance, which ran up yesterday 10%, today was down 5%. Safari, NCC and IFL were the other stocks wherein we saw some bit of profit taking which came in. But this was about the gainers and the losers. But as I was mentioning, the auto stocks were in focus. Clearly, it's the end of March and we'll have the March auto sales which will be coming in on Monday. Obviously, this time the expectation is that the four-wheeler and two-wheeler companies will do well in terms of March sales. Obviously, it's a March end phenomenon as well, but the new product launches also will keep higher sales coming in for the two-wheeler and four-wheeler players. Obviously, we are in election mode. So typically, when there is election, we have seen the commercial vehicle sales and the tractor sales slow down a bit. Probably that seasonality factor or that election factor would impact the sales for auto companies. But yes, if you talk about the top performing stocks to watch out for, that will be M&M and Bajaj Auto, because both of these companies are expected to post a growth of nearly 15 to 18% on a year-on-year basis when it comes to the March auto sales. So we'll watch out for all of the auto stocks. Monday is something that we'll be focusing on for all of the numbers. Maruti Suzuki is also expected to post in double-digit volume growth on the back of new launches. Obviously, Mahindra and Mahindra would do better because their SUV portfolio has been doing well. But apart from the auto sector, one stock that was in focus today was Ambuja Cement and the entire Adani Group. Obviously, Adani Enterprises has started the Kutch copper project and they have inaugurated that project. But most importantly, Ambuja Cement, that was one stock which was in news. Why? Because the Adani family infused a total of 6,661 crores and also the 5,000 crore which was given in October of 2022. So a total of over 11,000 crores was infused in Ambuja over the last 18 months. The promoter stake in Ambuja Cement will increase by 3.5% post this infusion, and the stake of the promoters in the company, which is the Adani Group stake, in Ambuja Cement will now stand at 66.7%. Obviously, there is another tranche of money which is expected before 15th of April or 18th of April, because the warrant conversion 18-month timeline is till that date. Obviously, if you talk about the infusion in Ambuja Cement, the company has already announced capex of over 35,000 crores. Most importantly, they are also looking at inorganic growth opportunities. The recent acquisition done by Ambuja Cements was that of Sanghi Cement, in which they have already provided a soft loan of nearly 2,500 crores, and the capex as well as the ramp up of the plant will also be funded by Ambuja Cement. So that was all about the auto stocks and cement stocks like Ambuja Cement. We will be watching out for the new April series Monday onwards, as I was mentioning earlier. So you have to stay tuned to moneycontrol.com, because here we have a large expert panel which will handhold you through the April series when it comes to F&O trading. Obviously, a lot of stock ideas also you will be able to screen through Money Control Pro. We wish you a very happy FY25, and FY24 has ended on a high note. So we expect that FY25 also should be great for investors. Stay tuned to Money Control for all your other business news updates. Thank you so much for watching.